Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution. All roads lead to Delhi, playing as India. And in the last episode, we started building bases in Afghanistan. Afghanistan's dealing with a number of conflicts, regional conflicts. One raging conflict against the Mujahideen, who are Muslim holy warriors. This conflict's been raging for 1,800 days, almost 3 years here. The Mujahideen are basically the Taliban. They are the jihadists, Sunni jihadists. 9 million. They are the ones who fought against the Russians in the 1980s, in the Afghan war, where the Soviet Union was attempting to occupy Afghanistan in the 1980s, and they were being supplied by the United States with weapons to fight the Soviets. And now, in the 90s, things in 90s and 21st century, things have sort of changed with the Soviet Union out of the picture. It's now the Mujahideen against the United States and against the Afghan government that the United States is backing. The United States are attacking the Mujahideen to help Afghanistan. They are part of this conflict. Let's see here. The other conflict that's going on here is between Afghanistan and Pakistan. This is a latent conflict, which means there hasn't really been much fighting. Balance of power, yeah, there's no fighting here. The balance of power is far in favor of Pakistan, but I've tried to sort of counter that with some naval posturing here in the Arabian Sea, which did draw out a few of the Pakistani vessels, but our Navy is far superior to theirs. I also have our aircraft carrier down here, and I also did some redeployment of aircraft into the Pujan province here, which has a number of air bases in Pujan. There's more air bases too. Where am I? I thought there was more. Yeah, there's a bunch of air bases in this province, as well as some other aircraft out here to the west, increasing my size of my air wings out here. And if conflict does emerge between Pakistan and Afghanistan, we're going to come to their aid right away, and we're going to basically take out the Pakistani Air Force because we outnumber them. We have, I think, 4-1 almost air superiority against the Pakistanis, so I think we should be able to gain air superiority over them right away, which should help take out a lot of these troops. They did redeploy a number of their troops east, which shows me that my posturing in the Arabian Sea is working. And currently we are building 3 bases in Afghanistan: air base here in the north, and then an air base and a military base closer to the capital by Kabul, both closer to the Afghan-Pakistani border, which should help us if a conflict does emerge between us and Pakistan. Once these bases are constructed, we are going to deploy a number of forces there, but we're going to have to go through Pakistani airspace to do that, so that's going to be a little tense when we do that. Thinking about sending about 10,000 troops, maybe 1,000 special forces, 100 some odd fighters, some helicopters, and maybe some tanks and missile launchers as well. I'll probably move my fleet a little. I'll probably step them back a little bit from Pakistani coastal waters, maybe to lighten the conflict a little bit, just so we can get these forces into Afghanistan. Because the primary goal is the initial goal is not war with Pakistan. Initially, I do want to drive back these Mujahideen. Their bases were all laid out in this area in the last game, but they seem to have disappeared. So what I'm going to do is try to move satellites into that region. I've got 2 satellites. I thought I had more. And what I want to do is actually buy some more satellites. And this game I'm going to go ahead and buy satellites, not only buy satellites, but also buy a lot of military equipment. And let's start off by doing that, actually. Let's go into the army right away. We'll take a look at our numbers. I think I might increase the size of the military too. Let's throw another 10,000 troops in there, since we are going to be deploying 10,000 troops to Afghanistan. Let's add another 10,000, and yeah, let's add another 1,000 special forces. Special forces, I think, after the Somalia series, I've really learned how to use special forces really well. Tanks, most of our tanks are not top of the line. We've got about 40 tanks. I think that's from a deal we bought with the Russians. Missile launchers, yeah, anything that's rank 3 are things that we've bought in the past. Submarines rank 5, there's 5 of those. And satellites, I only have 2. I remember having more than 2 for some reason, so it's going to be time to, oh, before I do that, another crucial element to our military arsenal is going to be missiles, rockets. I don't know what rockets are for infantry only. I mean, I got 1.4 rockets. I never see rockets being used by infantry. Definitely not in the cities, so I don't know what's the deal with that. But 25,000. Can I actually bump that up to 30? That's a lot of money. 3.1 billion. Let's keep it at yeah, let's keep it at 1,000 new missiles. And we're going to get hit with some unpopular militarism here, but there may be some things that are in favor, some things that may be in favor of those military actions. Definitely want our first meeting to be with the Russians. They are going to be, they've been our top military supplier, and they're going to continue to be our top military supplier. I'm also interested in making a deal with the Americans. I know that they're probably not going to be too favorable. People have suggested with us dealing with the Russians, but I'm curious to see what their satellites are. Maybe the Russians, they might have more satellites than the Russians. I know most of the American military equipment is typically overpriced in this game, and the Russians are the cheapest that will deal with us. China, another one, France, and England. I think Israel also is an arms dealer in the game. They might have weapons. Maybe Australia could be another one. Ari Holyfield suggests that we, a minister of industry, suggests that we build up our arms industry, and I think I'm going to go ahead and take that advice too. Let's go into industry here, and I'm going to spend some money to try to see if we can't start up some arms industries here. Aircraft carrier, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Fighter planes for sure. I definitely want fighter planes. Where are you, fighter planes? There you are. And while exonerating industries helps to stimulate their growth, to initiate them, you need to subsidize. So let's subsidize to the tune of $10 million. I don't know if that's enough to start a fighter industry. Let's do 50. That's probably not enough either. 50 million for the fighter planes. I'm gonna do a little bit less with the other ones. Helicopters, definitely. We'll start them off with 10 million in subsidies. There we go. Naval construction, other surface ships. Sure, let's subsidize them to the tune of 20 million to start. We'll see if we can start these industries with these initial investments. Satellites, I definitely want satellites. I'm going to start them with 50 million. Subsidize their industries to 50 million. What do we need for satellites, actually? Sector info. Steel and electronic components. Perfect. I think we have surplus of those. Tanks and armored vehicles. Definitely want to subsidize them. We'll do 10 million there. So I think we're around 140 million right now. I missed... what did I miss there? Missile launches. Yikes. Oh, there they are. Missile launch. And let's do a subsidy there. 10 million. That'll put us at $150 million in subsidies, annual subsidies to arms industries to see if we can start initiating some of these. And I think I'm good with that for now. Very good. And who else did I want? I wanted to look at Uzbekistan, actually. What is our agreement with Uzbekistan? Create military alliance. This is where you can see what has been authorized here. And let's go and see if they'll deal on land. You know what? I want to actually meet with Uzbekistan and get the negotiations going that way. We look like we're in pretty good relations with them, and they are one of the few countries in our Cato agreement. Again, the Cato agreement is a free trade, Central Asian free trade agreement. I think we got this. These are the groups we're a part of. This one, Indian Ocean Rim Association for Regional Cooperation. Yeah, we've got Bangladesh, Indonesia, Iran, Madagascar, Singapore. Let's see Pakistan. Pakistan is not involved in that. So Pakistan could be a target here. I think initially I was saying I didn't want to go to war with Pakistan, but now things might change. If I can take out Pakistan, because I'm suspicious of them. Ooh, who is that? Ooh, maybe we can back them. Suspicious of them actually funding the Mujahideen here. What I am going to do in Pakistan is manage. No, not this. I want to wait. Secret Service. That's what I want to manage. Manage network here. Okay, so the Pakistan network. We have 223 agents available. I haven't looked at this in a while. Namibia. Why am I in Namibia? I don't know why. Netherlands? I don't really need to be there either. Iran? France? Someone... Ari? Holyfield? Sorry. Suggested maybe a... cyber attack in France and England to rig an election there. And turn them to our side. So that's possible. I'm considering that right now. Increasing the number of agents at least. Pakistan, I'm definitely going to increase the agents a lot. Yeah, because right now, United Kingdom and France are not a big fan of India. I mean, that probably goes back to, colonialism. I don't need this, and I don't need this, and I'll keep that. Cleaning up these agents here. Let's send some more agents to Maldives. Good. Iran, we got plenty. Egypt, I don't care. Let's send a couple here. I don't think we need as many in Bhutan. Bangladesh, we may need some agents there. Alright, reallocation of agents. And we are changing our Pakistani priority from political spying. Well, hold on, let me get another 10 agents here. And then I just want to see, do we have anything in our files in Pakistan? Consult heads of state files in Pakistan here. Cybersecurity, exterior security, heads of state. Click on that. Oh my god, what was that? Anything on Pakistan? Yes. Ooh. Oh, suspicions. No proof. Proof of aiding terrorists. Who were they? I don't remember. We've got dirt on a lot of these guys. Prime Minister of England and France. Very good. Aid to terrorist groups. Okay. Order spy satellites. Spy satellite is an artificial satellite whose purpose is to obtain information on civil and military installations in foreign countries. Russia's got plenty. I want my own satellites though. The aim of identifying possible military threats. Note as soon as satellites that you have ordered are ready, they will automatically be placed in orbit above your capital, waiting for orders. Okay, interesting. Our capital's right there. I don't see any satellites there right now. I have these satellites above military bases so I can keep an eye. Oh wow, 103 launchers. Ooh, that's big. But nowhere near the size of our force. 210,000 soldiers. I can knock them out of the park. I think Pakistan would be an easy target here, actually. Almost 3 times as many troops. Look at the economy compared to theirs. Crazy. And our inflation is down too. With inflation being down below 10%, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can start bringing back this currency rate here. Yeah, let's just make that move incrementally so it doesn't have a big impact on the inflation. And I think that's all my initial moves that I wanted to do. This took a decent amount of time. I got missiles, satellites, arms deal, spy network. Maybe go to before the UN. We're going to wait till we have some more information on that. Subsidize the arms industry, lower interest rates. Startup businesses, that's from subsidizing. Yep. Okay. The other thing was the UN resolution against the Mujahideen. Let's wait on that for a little bit. I want to see what happens here. Interest rates decrease. National Bank Director. See what the impact on inflation is. Again, 9.89. And a half point interest rate deduction. Should be seeing some political results from the yep, there's riots. No, I don't want this. There it is. Passes of national defense, industry, employment, public finances. Lots. Oh, national holiday. Oh no, wait a minute, I wanted to go to that. Where was that national holiday? Sad findings, famine. No! I need to attend the national... Oh, there you are. Nice. Go.
Everything has been implemented.
Oh, good. We're already attending. Okay. Famine. I don't know why we're still receiving famine. I thought we were done with it, but at least we're still getting aid. I'll take it. France network. Funding terrorists in Thailand. And hopefully that will stop because we're pulling our agents out. Looks like the Mujahideen are attempting to take another Afghan city. They control a number of Afghan cities. And we're going to need to intervene soon. Let's send in the police here. Police reinforcements on their way. Our bases are about a little under 200 days away. Troops have been sent in, military intervention. Troops! Putin. Oh no. Grenade attack. Post office.
A fragmentation grenade.
Yikes. Fragmentation grenade. Alright, coffee for you, Putin. I think
No,
he likes
thanks.
it. No, he has an ulcer. I keep forgetting that.
Very
And
kind.
he likes me to compliment him. And what is our alliance at here? Would they agree to bases? Oh, wow. We can build a base in Russia. I'll take Russian bases to back me here. I'm okay with that. I can build a base in Russia. Where am I going to put that? And why? Alright. Purchases. Time to buy. Time to buy. I want to buy satellites from you. 72 in production. How many can I get? I want 10. How much is that? 8 billion. Is that a lot? I think so. We can negotiate. Okay. Yikes, too much. Right there. Negotiate. Oh, come on. Negotiate. Negotiate. Getting it close. I'll take it. Oh, wow. We just bought 10 satellites for $8 billion. That's a lot of money. I was going to try to buy some satellites from the Americans. I got 10 satellites? Insanity. Okay. 8 billion. 8 billion. Okay. Trying to do the math. Fighter planes is the next big expense. They've got 9, but as people mentioned, we can probably buy more than what is in production because they have some in supply. is the idea. I think this works too. And we are negotiating. I was at 57. They should have gone further. 90. Was that 57 or 60? I can't remember. 80. Good. 72. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Screwed that up. Yes. 1.5 billion. That's about $10 billion we've spent so far, too, with interest. I didn't see how much it was with interest with the satellites. Okay, 20 new fighters. Top of the line fighters. Sale contract. So we can buy more tanks too. Let's buy 100 tanks. I am buying 100 tanks from the Russians. These are cheap. Oh, they are cheap. I don't know if I can get that many. Let's get 200 tanks. 200 tanks from the Russians. Alright. 508. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Oh no. Losing track. Alright. 71. Nice. 200 Russian tanks. Okay. What else do we want here? I'm thinking maybe some missile launchers. Helicopters. I want helicopters. How many helicopters do I want? I want 50 helicopters. Spending a lot of money. Spending a lot of money here. Oh wow, I went too far, I think. Alright. Alright. $72. One more. Ah, didn't work. Alright. Alright. I think that's going to be it for now for the Russian arms deal. I'm going to go ahead and put an end to this episode here. Let's slow that down. I didn't really get far, but next episode we'll just kick right into this, dealing with this conflict here. We got to meet with the Uzbeks and the Americans, so there'll be a little bit more time ticking by. Thank you for watching. Please do like the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You want to see more. You can also support me on Patreon in the link down below in the description, as well as start to follow me on Twitch, because I think I'm going to be beginning Twitch a little bit earlier than I said. I think I said August, but I think in July I'll probably begin streaming on Twitch. So go ahead and follow me there in the link in the description down below if you want to see more of my videos and get some live action live streams. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next